Hello and welcome. In this video, I'll be showing you some variable naming convention. These are basic rules that you need to follow when giving your variable names. So I'm just going to read through this table. So the first thing to take into account is that variable names cannot start with numerical. For example, you can't use a number. You can't name a variable 3x or 4 cars. Just for example, those would be illegal variable names. However, you can combine the numbers with text. You can call a variable maybe cars 4 or go for it and things like that. They are perfect, valid variable name. You cannot use operators. Operators, I mean either mathematical or logical operators. You can't use that in variable names. For example, you can't call a variable this plus that, or this minus that, or this times that. You can't do that. You cannot use any punctuation marks of any kind in a JavaScript variable name other than the underscore. So you can't call your variable car colon or car hash, but you can use an underscore. Underscore is allowed, so you can give your variable name underscore car, for example, or something underscore something or thing. That is allowed. JavaScript variable names must never contain spaces, never. For example, you can't name your variable my car space car. That's not allowed. However, you can give it my car. That is legal. There cannot be any spaces between variable names. Variable names are case sensitive. For example, if you declare a variable called my car, it's different from a variable called my car or my car. They are all different variations. So when you're declaring variable names, you've got to be careful the case you use, so that when you want to refer to that variable name, you are referencing the correct variable. It's like having the key to the wrong door. If you don't have the right key, you will not be able to open the door. So you must make sure you have your variable names correct in the correct case. Finally, you cannot use any JavaScript keywords. Keywords are parts of the JavaScript language itself. You can't use any of that for variable names. For example, window is a keyword in JavaScript. It's part of the language. Things like open is part of the language. Location or string, those are all part of the JavaScript language, so it will be illegal to use them on their own. However, you can use them in combination with other things, other keywords. For example, you can call a variable that window, or maybe my string, or whatever. You can combine them with other text. That is acceptable. So these are just some key basic rules you need to take into consideration when you are giving your variable names. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.